Hello.
Hi.
It's Meet the Biz time.
Oh,
And
good.
yes, we have a special guest today, Janet Gallin.
Thank you, darling.
Oh
Oh, it's just
my,
the two of us clapping for each other. Okay.
I love it. Oh my God, love letters live.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I have to say, you are such a blessing in my life
Oh,
and
ditto.
in so many lives because you have given us tools to open up ourselves to live through
Yeah.
letters.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So yeah, we're gonna hear all about it today, all about love letters.
okay. So I want to thank you. Love letters, yes. There is always a lot to say about love letters. It's one of my favorite topics. It's one of my favorite things to do. But today, during this horrific coronavirus attack on humankind, we have more to say because there's some new frightening and unpleasant realities that are contributing to the importance of writing love letters. One reality is fear. We are living with fear. Another is an overwhelming sadness that so many people, myself included, from time to time, are feeling when I think about what is happening to humanity. And the other thing is, people don't have the energy, I have found, to do so much anymore. I talk to people who are friends who are early risers. They're up at 6 in the morning and they're telling me that they're sleeping late. People are sleeping late. And I think that is a result, excuse me, of emotional exhaustion. And then there is, I think, the worst problem, which is the blight of isolation,
Mm.
of being alone. It's damaging to our emotional and physical health, as we know, but we can diminish that harm, even though we feel the sorrow of what we're being denied these days because we can't have friends over and we can't travel, we can't go to the beach or the theater, we can't work at our craft. What do we do? Well, writing love letters or letters of gratitude, we'll just call them, will ease that isolation in a really miraculous way. It will bring friends and relatives right back into your presence. They will be sitting at the table with you. It brings us the company of those we love best, those we have loved in the past, and those we want to love. And why is that? Good question. Simple answer.
Yes.
Because bathing in the positive, even in grim times, will, you'll see, bring a smile to your lips, even out your breathing, relax your muscles. It will unclench your jaw.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I recently did a workshop with people on writing love letters to the dying. I thought, well, people are they gonna come? Are they gonna be scared of this? What? They would have every reason, you would have every reason to think this is too grim a task to do. Nope, not
Well,
at
let
all.
me let me tell you
What?
that you did that with me, with my aunt. I
That's
got
right.
to I got to write a letter to my aunt. It
That's
was
right.
one of the most powerful moments in my life. And
Yes.
to sit there and actually read the letter that I wrote right next to her, and it was such a connection. It was something I'll always remember.
Oh,
So
thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you for mentioning that because what happened is people filled up the tables, they sat down, and they were about to lose someone they love. I mean, how truly awful, how truly awful. But as they started to write, they started to smile. I heard people laughing as they were writing down memories. And yes, as I said, their fists unclenched, their faces relaxed. The truth of the matter is they were having a whale of a time.
Yeah.
And that is the truth about love letters. So we hear a lot about, I don't like this one. We hear a lot about the lost art of writing love letters.
Mm.
Writing love letters is a lost art. Nonsense. And I would like to know who started that vicious rumor. It
Right.
is not, it's not a lost art at all. It's just admittedly in the hands of fewer of us, those who choose to do it. So a love letter is a gift designed by you for one person on this planet. Well, unless you're writing to a group of nurses or the fire department or, that. But as a rule, it is one gift. It is a gift designed for one person. And that letter that you write is in its own right a work of art. More
Mm.
to the point, it's a work of heart. It's
Oh,
your
I love
heart.
that.
That's right. Thank you, honey. It is your heart, to be exact, in an envelope on its way to someone you love. So let's talk about what a love letter is, who should get one, and why, when emailing and phone calls are so easy to do. So, what is a love letter? A love letter is your truth put to paper in the most compassionate and loving way possible. Yes. And you have to think about this sometimes. You know, the planning, we'll talk about that. A love letter is your best self put to paper. And what, you may ask, is your best self? I say that your best self is the part of you that sees the best in others and is dear enough to say so. Someone difficult in your life? Yes, we've all had difficult people in our lives, or people who are difficult at times. And let's admit it, sometimes we might be those difficult people. And so, yeah, for sure. So, my mother used to tell me as a kid, don't ever throw away people for being difficult, because if you start throwing away people, if people who are difficult get thrown away, you may be the first to be tossed.
Uh,
That's kind of a good thing to remember.
yeah.
Anyway, so with the difficult people, yes, you have to sift through the garbage to find the nuggets of gold, and it is so worth doing. Um, yes, it's very healing to send love to someone who's been very difficult. It's a very powerful thing to do. It puts you in charge. And let's face it, in this time of uncertainty and when we're feeling a little victim, not a little victimized, we are being victimized by this virus, it's wonderful to have something you can actually be in charge of, where you are the boss. So yes, you have the power to make people feel worthwhile and loved forever. So why not do it? Now, let me say that a real love letter, in my opinion, different from journaling and other things we may do that are all worthwhile, a real love letter is something addressed, stamped, and mailed. I start by addressing and stamping the envelope first, and it sits there next to me on the desk or wherever I'm doing this love letter. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, truth be told, that demon procrastination is always waiting for me, just lying in wait. And I get distracted. I drop a project. But for some reason, and I have asked so many people this and seen it at my workshops,
Yeah.
for some reason, once you put a 55-cent stamp on that envelope, you do it. You stick to the task, because I don't know, people throw a buck or 50 cents away here or there. They don't think anything of it. But you, you put that inexpensive little stamp on an envelope, and you will not end up throwing it away. So some of you, I want to talk about the envelope, because some of you may remember, be too young to remember actually, what happened on that envelope in days of old. We used to, and others of you will remember, I hope, we used to put on the envelope SWAK, sealed with a kiss, deliver, D-letter, D sooner, D better, all kinds of, did you ever get one of those? No.
I
Well,
remember,
you're too young for this conversation, but stay tuned.
oh my gosh.
And a stamp upside down meant I love you. And when you were getting a letter from some guy that you were crazy about, and you saw that stamp upside down, the world became a perfect place.
I didn't know this. So you had little secret kind of,
It was
I
all
loved it.
part of the communication, because that envelope is the first, it's the first indication, it's the first part of the love letter. And I'm going to show you something.
Yeah.
You can't go right now to the post office and wait in line with people and, you know, buy stamps, of course, but they will send them to you. You can order them online. I'm going to show you a couple. How's this? Forget me not.
Oh.
Love. I mean,
let's see the love. Yeah. Oh, nice. I like that.
There's someone for everyone. There are cultural heroes like Wonder Woman,
Wonder
And
Woman.
I will tell you that I've met a few of you, and I know that you deserve a Wonder Woman stamp on your envelope. Here's Elvis Presley.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everybody loves those, I think. Here is, okay, you know
Oh
who those
yeah.
people are. Here are the Star Trek people. For those people who are just, real Trekkies. And look at this one. I just celebrate. I think that is so gorgeous that I bought myself 4 sheets of them. But here is something that is so unique for the athletes in your life, for those, kids who are playing soccer or adults who are playing soccer, for the football players, for the baseball players, and the golfers. And look at these gorgeous round stamps. And if that isn't a message on your envelope that I have considered who you are right from the start, then I don't know what is. So it's wonderful stamps. They're such little works of art themselves to go on your work of art. Okay. So who should get a love letter from you? Good question. You're not obligated to write a love letter to everyone in your life, but if you want to write a love letter, and I have found in talking to people over the last, 12, 13 years I've been doing this, everyone has one lurking. They just haven't done it yet. So if you want to write a love letter to someone, there are ways to do it, and there are ways to write a knockout love letter instead of an average one. And I want to tell you that a love letter that says something like "you're so special" doesn't mean anything.
Mhm.
The
Right.
reasons you're so special mean the world, and we're going to talk about that. So a love letter is about the other guy, not you, not what you did last summer, not what it's about the other guy. Can you talk about yourself in a love letter? Yes. If what you're saying is how smart or beautiful or worthwhile you feel and that other person's presence because of his or her qualities, well, that's talking about yourself, but it's really a tribute to what the other person evokes. So are most of these love letters romantic? No, not at all. Uh, some are for sure. And by the way, if this is the first time you've ever told someone "I love you," well, those 3 little words, that's a long enough love letter, perhaps. And but most love letters are for friendship. They're for making promises meant to be kept. This is a wonderful thing. But I will tell you, I will warn you to be careful about what you promise. You don't ever want to promise more than you can deliver, and you have to think about this
Mhm.
because this thing is dated and signed by you, and I believe that has the full force of a legal contract.
Whenever I send a letter on the back, like a birthday card,
Uh-huh.
I write Z in quotes because it's the initial of my last name, and
Yeah.
after that I write the year, like
Oh, good. Okay.
I always do that on
That's wonderful.
my own
So
signature stamp.
so it's your unique signature, and it is the date, and dating a letter is so important because in the future, 20 years down the line, you may pick this up and you want to know, oh, when was it that I told this person such and such? When was it? When was it that I told this person that I would pledge my undying love forever? And of course, now I look at this and I think, what was I thinking? Was I insane? But your love letters are your truth, even though you don't feel the same now. It is your truth about how you felt at the time, and this will be so instructive to you as you go through life. I'm not supposed to touch my face. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, what's so good now, too, especially, this is a perfect time to start writing letters to people because
yeah,
in the future they'll look at them. You might even be there and you'll see it somewhere, and it's wonderful.
yes, yes, and writing them now that we have, we're home, we're in isolation, we have time. It's not like we have to be somewhere else, and in fact, we are prohibited from being somewhere else. So this is a really good time. So do you need to have a heart full of unadulterated love? No, you don't. You can feel ambivalent, angry, distressed, disappointed, but you still may want to write a love letter to someone, excuse me, to forgive, or just for the joy of concentrating on what was good about that person. And I will tell you how good that feels because I've done it. And the other thing is, you have to, I know you know this, when you have someone else on the hook, you're on that same hook. There's no getting around that. So why not let you both off the hook with the same stroke of the pen, so to speak? Love letters are for inviting someone into your life. They are for bringing someone old, an old acquaintance, back into your life. And they are thank you for anything at all. And today, again, you know, when we don't have to be somewhere else, we have lots of time to think about gratitude and blessings and put those into thank you letters. So I'm doing a lot of those, and I'm not doing them, you know, for the small things like a gift or a dinner party, because I allow myself the pleasure of doing that right away. But I'm writing longer letters to people for more general thank yous. I am writing appreciation to my doctor, to United Airlines. I'm going to write one to Amazon and to the post office. Those people are exceptional. To Google, and to friends who've contributed some of my best memories, and to parents who have passed down wisdoms that are holding me in good stead, in particular now during this coronavirus. My mother told me years ago, we were at the market, you know, those plastic bags that are so hard to open. So you go like this, and then my mother said, this is like don't touch your tongue with your fingers. Touch a head of lettuce that has moisture on it.
Yeah, but who gets that lettuce?
Well, somebody goes home now and washes it. But the point is, you know, it's like keeping your fingers out of your mouth.
Exactly.
My father taught me when I was about 6, they're each going to get a letter about this, how to wash my hand. You hear a lot about hand washing right now. My father was a surgeon. And when I was about 6, he taught me how to wash hands properly when I came in from playing. And that was, you know, 20 seconds up to your mid-arm and then a nail brush. Well, he's getting a letter of thanks for that little wisdom.
Janet,
what?
This is so amazing. We could do this for an hour. We have about a minute left.
Okay, well then I'm going to tell you that you can be specific. Put down what was beautiful. I remember that blue dress you wore. I wished I had one. But the thing that I want to say right now, 2 things. Okay, in closing, you can write one to yourself, and you should. Plan first. I'm going to send you a questionnaire. And I want to say that handwriting is the best. Why not a phone call? Because you can't reread one. Who will benefit from these letters? You will, and generations down the line. And I will tell you that writing a letter is not a one-time shot. It's a way of life. You can write to everyone you want over time. Remember that gratitude taken to the grave serves no one. Gratitude and love expressed and sent to where it belongs serves everyone. This letter is your own history and your own handwriting. And when people generations later will find these letters you're writing today, they'll know something about how you lived your life during this period of the plague, how despite loneliness and fear and death surrounding us, you were able to focus on the blessings and send them to those that you love. So thank you for letting me talk about this. Wishing you a good time with your letters.
Oh, I love it. Yes. Well, we're going to be writing letters. I'm going to try to, do you write one like once a day, or how do you?
You know, I usually find myself wanting to say something to somebody once a day. And now I'm writing probably 3 a day because I've got all day, and you know how wordy I can be. And I have a lot I want to say to people. Yes.
I love it.
And if you go to your post office box, you'll get yours.
Oh, I'm planning to
Okay.
go in, but I'm staying in the house. I'm being good.
I know. Everybody stay safe. Thank you,
me,
darling.
oh my God, yes. Let me, there we are. Thank you so much. And thank you, Janet Gallin. And we've got to do this again because I love visiting with you.
I'd love to. There's section 2 of this class.
Okay. We'll have to do that. So.
Okay.
All righty. Well, thank you. Good for me to visit
you.
Janet Gallin. Lovely.
Talk to you later.
Bye.